Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Tourmaline Bio. And let me tell you, after reading this, I'm feeling a little queasy, and it's not from a biotech breakthrough, but from some of the details inside. This report is like a corporate presentation, a snapshot of what Tourmaline Bio wants investors to see. It covers everything from their pipeline, what drugs they're developing, to their financial health and future plans. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss these filings with other investors. First off, let's talk about who this company is. Tourmaline Bio is a company working on new medicines, especially treatments for thyroid eye disease. This report came out on June 9, 2025, so it's fairly recent. Keep in mind though, this isn't a complete financial report like a 10K or 10Q, it's more of a snapshot. This filing is related to something called Regulation FD Disclosure. That's just a fancy way of saying that if a company shares important information with some investors, it needs to share it with everyone at the same time. This prevents some people from getting an unfair advantage. Tourmaline Bio put out an updated presentation for conferences and investor meetings. It's available on their website. We are going to go through the highlights. This presentation, which is an exhibit of this report, is what the company uses to attract investors. It usually includes an overview of their business, their ongoing projects, and their financial situation. Let's dive into this presentation and see what Tourmaline Bio is telling the world about itself. I'm not going to scroll tag every little detail here, but instead we'll just highlight important sections. The presentation kicks off with Tourmaline Bio's overview. The presentation talks about how they are developing medicines, particularly for thyroid eye disease or TED and other chronic diseases. The main drug they are working on is called Tourno6. They highlight that it could be a best-in-class treatment. That means they believe it could be better than existing options. Next, they talk about the market. They say thyroid eye disease is a big problem with around 20,000 to 40,000 people in the US who need treatment each year. They are trying to say, look how many potential customers we have. They also highlight that existing treatments are not perfect, so there is room for improvement. Now, into the science, they have compelling preclinical data. This is a fancy way of saying that early tests, not yet on humans, look promising for their 206 drug. They claim it can significantly reduce something called IGF-1R levels. Too technical, basically, it aims to stop the disease from progressing. They're planning to start a phase 2 clinical trial soon. Clinical trials are how drugs get tested on humans to see if they are safe and if they work. Phase 2 is an intermediate step testing the drug on a larger group of people. They expect results sometime in 2026. Now let's talk money. They say they have enough money to keep going until the second half of 2026. This is important because drug development is expensive. Knowing they have enough cash to last is reassuring to investors. It allows them to reach some important milestones. They highlight that they have an experienced leadership team. This is meant to build confidence. Investors want to know that the people in charge know what they're doing. Finally, they wrap up by summarizing key points. They highlight the market opportunity, the potential of their drug, upcoming milestones, enough cash, and an experienced team. XO, what's my take on all this? Tourmaline Bio is painting a pretty picture, highlighting the potential of their lead drug and the large market they're targeting. They're emphasizing that they have enough money to keep going for a while, which is definitely a plus. The management team has relevant experience and they plan to move forward with clinical trials in the near future. However, like any biotech company, there are risks. Drug development is notoriously unpredictable. Clinical trials can fail and regulatory approvals are not guaranteed. Also, even if their drug works, it needs to compete with existing treatments. From an investor's perspective, Tourmaline Bio is a high-risk, high-reward play. If their drug succeeds, the payoff could be significant. But there's also a real possibility of setbacks. What do you think about Tourmaline Bio? Does this presentation make you want to invest, or do you see too many risks? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Don't forget to join our Discord community to discuss this and other filings with fellow investors. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.